Hundreds, if not thousands, of upcoming journalists look up to Victoria Rubadiri as their role model and mentor. Who is Victoria Rubadiri?
Victoria Rubadiri. I'm a TV journalist of information media. I'm also the host of Victoria's Lounge.
Rubadiri is from the lineage of the great Malawian diplomat of Professor David Rubadiri, a renowned poet, playwright and novelist.
But it's actually from Malawi. Yeah, and it's been around for 4 generations now. The name was actually created. That's why I'm saying there's a story behind it.
It was created?
So what happened is my great-grandfather was taken as a slave to Oman. When he came back to Malawi, he of course converted to Islam. He would pray 5 times a day, a very staunch Muslim. And so his fellow villagers wondered, what is he saying? Because he was praying in Arabic. So they would imitate him, make fun of him and say, ah, Rubadiri, ah, Rubadiri, ah, Rubadiri. So he said, you know what, I like that. So I'm going to take that. And that became the family name, Rubadiri.
A renowned and perhaps one of the most decorated news anchor in Kenya, her British accent makes people believe that she's not a Kenyan, but she is.
I was born here in Nairobi, Kenya. Spent 10 years of my life here. And then we transported ourselves to the United States of America.
The award-winning journalist studied journalism and media studies at the Temple University in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
I did my part of primary, high school, and university in the U.S.
Where?
University was Temple University in Philadelphia.
After successfully completing her degree, Victoria returned to the country to seek employment after a stint of futile attempts to secure a job in the U.S.
After graduating, it was at the height of the recession. Job market was terrible in the US. And, you know, even when we were graduating, our professors told us, do not count on getting a job anytime soon. So I figured, you know what, let me try my luck and come back home and see what's there in the media market. It was growing. And I figured, even if I have my foot somewhere in a small station or newspaper, I didn't care where I was, I just needed to get in. And as you know, Jeff, the US market is very competitive, extremely competitive. And so I decided to come home and see what was out here.
And it didn't take her long.
5 months, that's not a while by Kenyan terms, because there's people who tarmac for a couple of years, you know? So I count it a blessing that even in that span of time, I was able to find work. And at a great place to start, which was Capital FM.
She secured a slot at Capital FM where she used to anchor business news and did pioneering online segment, a program which made NTV poach her.
I would do the news.
Right.
Yeah, I would read the news. I was a business presenter, business reporter at first, and then worked my way up to the main news. And I did a segment. It was actually their pioneering online TV segment on Capital FM. And that's actually what got me noticed by NTV.
In the year 2013, Victoria was already on the cusp of a superstardom. She joined NTV as a news anchor cum reporter, and she says the introduction to TV was baptism by fire.
Onto NTV, this was election time, so literally baptism by fire. That was my first introduction to TV.
This is the 2013 one?
2013 elections. And yeah, the rest is history. Worked with a great team. Larry Mado, Mark Masai, Smito Gidiarthi. I mean, these are great people to work with and really helped me grow my career.
At NTV, she hosted the program Victoria's Lounge. Victoria explains how an introvert like her has been able to rise as one of the best news anchors in the land.
And I'm an introvert, by the way. So I have this very quiet, calm persona about me. When people meet me in person, they're like, whoa, it's like you're so unassuming. You can't tell that you're there. I had to carve out a niche for myself in the market. And that was actually with Victoria's Lounge. And it was creating this platform where I started to talk about issues that didn't only matter to me, but mattered to Kenyans. And they were able to now connect with me on a different kind of platform, a different level, and to see a different side of me apart from the news. And it's something that fit my personality as well. So for people out there who feel, maybe I'm too quiet, I don't have the media persona, personality, this is not for me. Don't count yourself out because of that. There's always something that you can offer if you're able to carve out a niche that is able to reach out and impact the audience.
She would later join Citizen TV in 2018, where she has worked for 6 years as a news anchor cum reporter, hosting Citizen Weekend and Sunday Live with Jeff Koinange. Among her notable features include Surviving the Decade, Wombs of Sorrow, National Reminder, Victoria's Lounge, among others. She is also a conference moderator, corporate events MC, and runs mentorship programs and Girlfriends Confidential Talk. She has gained valuable intercultural experience across races and class, an ingredient that has enabled her to tell exceptional stories on radio and on TV. Her hard work was rewarded in 2020 when she won the BBC Komla Duma Award, a reward conferred to journalists with strong journalism skills, on-air flair, and exceptional storytelling. She was the second Kenyan journalist to receive the award after Wahiga Mwaura did so in 2018.
You have won the BBC World News Komla Duma Award.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. I did not see that coming. Oh my god.
On 21st April this year, Victoria Rubadiri joined CNN as an African correspondent. Rubadiri is regarded as a journalist who does extensive research and deliver compelling stories with her outstanding story prowess. She has mentored young journalists, including...
Who was your role model?
My role model was and is Victoria Rubadiri, and I guess nostalgically speaking, back when I was in Form 2, I did love how she used to present business news at Capital FM before she progressed to NTV and Citizen TV. Her description of her voice and also storytelling, interviewing skills entranced me, and therefore I guess she was my first broadcast hero.
She emphasizes that it is crucial for journalists to uphold ethics at all times.
In the professional world, it's extremely important, especially in this day and age when we don't have too many points of reference of people who hold up integrity, credibility, and accountability. It's something that is important so we can show our colleagues what it means to be someone who is following the path of ethics and really means it.
Rubadiri believes journalism is a craft which gets better with more training.
Journalism is one of those industries that I feel, sure, you can get a degree, but it's also a craft, right? So the more you do it, the more years of experience you have, the better you are at it. And so, yeah, you can go and get a degree, a master's if you wanted, a doctorate if possible. But I think the simplest and probably the most economic way of doing it is looking for trainings, looking for fellowships, especially if you are a young reporter trying to get ahead in your career.
Reporting for the evening edition, I'm Kagunda Kelvin.